what we're seeing here, Michael, is especially whoever's listening too. You might be able to relate with this, but that is, there's something not giving you that push. Something's holding you back. It's almost like you have a desire, but there's these habits that keep coming into your life and sucking you to a cycle that you can't break from. And in my belief, and I was reading a book from Eckhart Tolle, I read a few of his books, and one thing that he points out that I really support is he says just the subject of awareness. When you become more aware about what it is that the life cycle you're sucked into, and also more aware about the life cycle that you want, just the awareness alone will diffuse a lot of those unconscious habits that kind of prevent you from living the life you want. So what I'm really hoping here today, Michael, is that we can take the subjects of, the psychology of travel, as in why it's important for you and maybe why some people are preventing themselves from doing it, and then also the benefits of living that type of having that inside your year every single year, traveling and getting out there and getting more experiences outside of your comfort zone. So if I laid that out for you, Michael, are you catching where I'm going with this?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, let's explore that a little bit.
Let's do.
It's the why to, not the how to necessarily.
Yeah.
I have to say, to some extent, that some people are born wanderers, born vagabonds. It's sort of in your blood, but that's not to say that, we can't all develop that. For me, I don't know what it was. It was the curiosity. I always knew that the grass was greener on the other side. And it's easy to know that the grass is greener on the other side, but it's much harder to actually go to the other side and see what's there, And part of that is, the way we're acculturated and raised. Sometimes we're raised in the mentality that you're born here, you're going to live here, you're going to work here, and you're going to die here. And many of us, I was born and raised on the East Coast, and I saw myself if I just continued like that, I was going to fall into that pattern. I was going to have an envelope or a bubble that I was going to live in, and I was not going to break out of that bubble. I always was curious, and that's okay. Let's just say that's a personality item. Some people are more curious than others. Some people are happy just to live and survive and do their day-to-day lives, and others want to see what is it that's beyond that. What's outside the envelope? What's outside the bubble? And the more we are exposed to international media and the internet these days, the more the curiosity in all of us it's stimulated. We just see so much that is new and interesting. And the problem is that we become often too complacent, have too much inertia, get too wound up in the day-to-day, mundane existence of working for a living and thinking ahead that we're going to have to provide for ourselves and cover every contingency. And if you have that mindset, you're not going to break out. You're not going to. You have to be willing to give a little to get something. And in this case you're going to have to be willing to give up a little bit of that security, a little bit of that ordinary, organized, structured, well-structured main way of living in order for something new, a new adventure.